The most commonly available pulling exercises are the pull-up and chin-up, as all you need is a pull-up bar and your body weight. The simplicity of the exercises is a strength, but it also offers a challenge. This challenge comes with overcoming one's own body weight. This can be made difficult by either a lack of muscle mass or having an abundance of non-contributing mass, or a combination of both. These factors make it difficult to perform a perfect repetition that will contribute to performing better repetitions later through motor learning. Often, we focus on simply getting the chin over the bar and miss thinking about what muscles to activate when, and we actually make ourselves worse by unlearning the proper pull-up pattern. Whether it's using too much momentum, completing half reps, or neglecting to make efficient use of the upper back muscles, when we do this, we often open ourselves up for injury and we don't use the muscles the pull-up is supposed to train, missing out on some of the benefits we'd hope to gain. In addition, when we train only the pull-up, we miss out on a lot. The shoulder joint is a highly mobile joint that allows us to pull from many different angles and positions. This is why it is important to be aware of a few highly accessible alternatives to the pull-up. They are highly accessible because they require dumbbells and barbells, which can be loaded lightly to ensure proper form is learned, and incrementally loaded over time to facilitate structural adaptation that is muscle gain. Here's a brief overview of a few pulling variations. The first of our horizontal pulling exercises is the body row, also known as the inverted row. When done with the rings or TRX, it gives the trainee ability to move through a full range of motion and even pause at the end range, something very difficult to do with pull-ups. The load may be changed by moving the feet closer or farther from the anchor point, which makes it harder or easier, respectively. When a trainee has gained mastery in this pulling movement, the chin-up and pull-up can strongly be considered. The barbell row is the most basic barbell upper body pulling variation. It targets all the same muscles as the body row, but it can again be incrementally loaded over months or years as strength increases. A criticism or advantage to this movement is that it requires the core be braced to keep the back rigid, as well as one must stay very disciplined to keep the torso position closer to horizontal than vertical. In horizontal pulling exercises, we want to utilize the lats more so than the traps, which can be difficult with this exercise, especially if too much load is used and the torso position moves too close to vertical and the shoulders are shrugged. In the chest-supported bench row, it is easier to focus on stricter form because the lower body is taken out of the equation. The movement simply starts with shoulder retraction and depression, and the elbows follow through. This variation shows a band being used to cue the lats and not the traps. Another row variation is the braced dumbbell row. Here, the trainee braces himself with one arm on the rack and rows with a very long range of motion. The single arm version of this allows for some thoracic rotation and shoulder protraction, contributing to a longer range of motion for the lat to act on the shoulder. Single arm variations also allow for the trainee to ensure he has close to symmetric ability on each side. The final variation in this list is the face pull. This movement can be used in a warm-up as an activation drill to help facilitate proper form for upper body movements, as well as a corrective exercise. It is a combination between an upper body pull as well as an external rotation exercise. This video simply included some variations of pulling exercises. For more information and specific techniques, please contact your local PSP staff for an in-person or online session.